Good evening. This is Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multi-asset, multinational hedge fund. By multi-asset, we mean we actively covering our position in various asset classes like gold, silver, platinum, oil, oil-related spreads, natural gas, base metals, equities, exchange-traded derivatives, contract for differences, many more asset classes. God willing, we would be adding more asset classes in the near term. We are a proprietary hedge fund. Please note that. By proprietary, I mean to say no third party. I repeat, no third party can invest capital in our funds. Please take a note of that. No third party, please. Treasury Consulting and none of the subsidiaries of Treasury Consulting is inviting any form of capital from any third party. Please take a note of that. Many of you who knew me personally understand that I worked as a corporate treasurer for American companies for almost 10 years. While acting as a corporate treasurer, I dealt with almost all top banks of the globe. In 2007, I remember when I started my career, I used to believe that these banks are very honest and ethical organizations. I used to believe that the bankers, especially the vice president and the managing director level people who works in banks, especially foreign banks, they are very honest and intelligent people. This is what I used to presume in 2007 when I started my career in a treasury function, around 15 years ago, you can say. Today, after 15 years, I am openly saying there is hardly any scandal which you will not see in banking. If you are thinking that people sitting at the top, vice president and managing directors, they are competent and technical people, then think again. I'm not saying that this is 100% true, but in majority of the cases, you will feel that the competence is outrightly missing. You will feel that. I don't want it to name, but very recently I was reading the research report of Standard Chartered Bank. It's around 10 to 12 page research report which I was reading, and it is available on their website. You know that I love research. I took the printout and I was reading the research report. You don't trust the kind of mistakes I got into the research report, which pushed me, I repeat, which pushed me to think that how many people become fooled after reading this research report. Because the concept called correlation was outrightly missed in this research report. But nonetheless, I knew that this is how the bank works. I knew that this kind of research you will see on the internet, so there is no point talking in details on that. I always said that there are three banks in the world I love. Number one is the JP Morgan, number two is the Credit Suisse, and number three is the Citibank. And why do I love these three banks only? And why do I mention only these three banks in public? Is that because there is an inherent competition. There is an inherent competition which is going in these three banks, that who is more fraudulent, who ends up having more fines, more scandals, more corruption, more market rigging, more cheatings in a given period of time. There is a competition which is going in these three banks. And I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I do not know, but JP Morgan Chase and Credit Suisse are neck to neck, neck to neck. And I have seen that in Bloomberg, one of the most compromised business channel. And why do I call Bloomberg as one of the most compromised business channel? Because there is hardly any fraudulent bank. There is hardly any bank who not did the fraud, scandals, manipulation, corruption, cheatings is not invited by Bloomberg. Bloomberg is having a program called Middle East Show. You can easily find on the internet. In this Middle East show, they often invite people from Credit Suisse. And as we speak, in the early morning hours of 12th December 2022, you very well knew that where is Credit Suisse right now as we speak. Mere $4 stock. Mere $4 stock. Losses, job cuts, what not. Still Bloomberg hyping Credit Suisse. Still Bloomberg. But Ray, I would like to thank you, Citibank, from the bottom of my heart to make sure that my prediction about the Citibank is always accurate. I would like to thank the Citibank because FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, one of the watchdogs of United Kingdom, fined Citigroup Global Markets Limited around 12.6 million GBP, around 12.6 million GBP for failing to properly implement the market abuse regulation. Market abuse regulation is also known as RegTech. RegTech means regulatory technology, shortly known as RegTech. The story moves like that. By failing to properly implement the MAR trade surveillance requirement, Citigroup Global Markets couldn't effectively monitor its trading activity for certain type of insider dealing and market manipulation. Congratulations. MAR was introduced in 2016 and expanded requirements to detect and report potential market abuse. It's introduced a requirement to monitor both orders and trades to detect potential and attempted market abuse across broad range of financial instruments. Do you expect Citibank to implement MAR effectively? Do you expect, I don't know how come FCA fined Citibank. That's one thing. I don't know how did they find, but one question I have from FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, that do you expect that Citibank to implement MAR effectively when there is hardly any scandal which is left by Citibank in the last 10 to 15 years? If you open the Google and just write Citibank scandals, you yourself would get to know that there is hardly any scandal left by Citibank. So the first thing which really, incites me, instigates me is that how did FCA even thought that Citibank would be implementing MAR effectively? Anyways, however, FCA found that Citigroup Global Markets failed to properly implement the new requirements when it took effects and took 18 months, which means 1.5 years, to identify and assess the specific market abuses risk its business may have been exposed and which is needed to detect. Citigroup Global Markets flawed implementation, please note flawed implementation, results in significant gaps in its arrangement, systems, and procedures for additional trade surveillance. This is live evidence. This is the live evidence of the fact that why we should not wind up the banking license of Citibank. Why the United States regulator, Security and Exchange Commission, is waiting not to revoke the license of Citibank. I know the reason, because Security and Exchange Commission chairman and people from Securities and Exchange Commission, they are generally from the banks. Like, you check the background of the current chairperson of the Securities and Exchange Commission, you yourself would get to know. Guys, what should I do? Because to me, it hardly matters. Let me be honest. To me, it hardly matters that whenever these banks came in public and give their predictions, recommendations, they give their trading stocks and whatnot, to me, it hardly matters. It really never matters to me. Because these kind of evidences continue to come in the public. But I knew that people do not download that. And why do people do not download that? Because people do not understand that. Because media never reflects that. And why media do not reflect that? Because media is having an order from their bosses not to mention this. So to me, whenever these banks came in public and they give their predictions, they give their research, I outrightly ignore them. I read them, I study them, but outrightly ignore them. But I'm telling you, we are living in a system. We are living in a world when our excessive reliance, I repeat, when our excessive reliance on these banks are fooling us. When our excessive reliance on these banks is simply fooling us. This is what I can say. But nonetheless, I'm not worried. I'm not at all worried, because I know that 2022 is almost gone. We are around 12th December 2022. Probably after 18-19 days, we'll welcome 2023. And I already told you that 2023 would be more volatile than what you are expecting, what you anticipated, or what you rather felt in 2022. I'm telling you that. Take my words. And I won't be worried. I would be telling you frankly, I won't be worried when I will see more manipulations, more frauds, scandals, corruptions by these banks. They operate worldwide. They operate in India also. They operate in Singapore. They operate in many countries of the globe. Many countries of the globe. But having said that, the most important thing is they fool millions of investors. A bank who himself not been able to implement MAR, market abuse regulation, or market abuse directive, one and same thing. He's guiding millions of investors in equities, commodities, foreign exchange, credit derivatives, and many asset classes. But I never bother. I never follow them. And I have the guts to make video also. This is my open challenge to Citibank. In case Citibank feels that the concept they are not done with the fraud, cheating, scandals, corruption, rigging, market manipulations, then they can contact me. Very well, they can easily contact me. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting Group. You knew my personal number, +91 9899 242 978. Let me repeat, +91 9899 242 978. Alternatively, you can visit our fixed income platform www.fixedincome.global. Let me repeat, www.fixedincome.global. Thank you and have a great time ahead.